Hey everyone, I'm doing a presentation today on Nearpod in the elementary classroom. My name is Amber Miller and I hope you enjoy. Let's get to the objectives. Today I want to explain to you what Nearpod is and the features that it has available, how to use it, and why it is so beneficial for the elementary classroom. And I don't know what happened. Whoops. 3. Okay, I don't even understand why that would even be. Hasn't messed up, hasn't done that so far. This makes no sense why it all of a sudden, there it goes. Okay, so Nearpod is a website and app that helps you to create engaging and interactive presentations. So you can do this one of two ways. You can upload an existing PowerPoint presentation that you have saved on your device right up to Nearpod, their website, and then you can include different features right through your presentation. Or you can choose to download from the many different Nearpod lessons that are already on Nearpod's site ready to use. So students use this similar to how they use it when they do Kahoot, if you've ever used that in the classroom. So they get a pin or an access code and they get to join your presentation session. So the presentations that are available for download through Nearpod that are already pre-made, those range for individual lessons anywhere from free to about $5.99 for those individual lessons. Now you can get complete bundles and they can range anywhere from about $20 to $40, but these sometimes can be entire units, so there's quite a few lessons included in the bundle. Now, there are a lot of features that are available through Nearpod, and this is what makes it so unique. You can include 3D images right through your presentation. You can include simulations. You can include virtual field trips. You can embed videos right through your presentation, but they're ad-free, so that's awesome. So students don't see anything that they shouldn't be seeing. Also, you get to connect to social media, and you get to formatively assess right through your presentation. And when you formatively assess, you get to save that data to your computer and use it for your future records. There's several versions of Nearpod available. The silver is free. You just sign up for an account through Nearpod and you can upload your own or choose from those that are available to pay for, or to choose the free Nearpod lessons. Or you can upgrade for a few extra features, and that's roughly about $120 a year. Okay, this is an example of a session report that you would get as you formatively assess. So the questions that you include in your presentation to do this, it gives you immediate feedback. So it shows you the percentage of students that got each question right, each question wrong, or they didn't choose an answer. It also gives you a breakdown of individual students and their individual scores. Then you can see this one is a little bit different question because it has an open-ended question that they included. And it says, what do you see? What do you think this object was for? So when they seen the previous slide on the presentation, then they went right into this question. And then you can see there's two students that were included in this session, Juliana and Sakai. Juliana did not answer the question, but Sakai, you can see his typed response. I think it was a statue for memorials. Over here you see the entire class data, which there's only two students, so you see 50% no answer, 50% free text. Now here's a short snippet of a video I would like for you to look at just for a moment to see the teacher's view and student view side by side. I think it's helpful.
I'm going to demonstrate Nearpod today with a teacher and student view. The teacher view is on the left, the student view is on the right. I'm going to go ahead and head towards my library and select my presentation. First, I need to publish it before I can do a live session for students. Published, and now let's head towards our live session. Excellent. This is the code students need to enter now to join this session. So over here in my student view, I'm going to click on I'm a student and go ahead and enter.
Let's skip ahead just for a moment.
And we are now ready to start. So keep in mind, students, if they enter your class late, the pen is also up here. I do control everything they're going to see on their screens. It's a live session. Vocabulary, as you see, the student sees exactly what I do. Now we see different things. This is our first interactive content. This is a poll. Keep in mind, polling, you do not have a correct answer in. So if a student does select an answer, it thanks them. You'll get information on what answers were selected. So this chart is showing me that 100% have chosen C. However, it is not going to be grading their answers in any way. It's more for opinion based, or if you're just
now moving right along to
a quiz-based question to enter a correct. And the students, of course, move on as well. Alright, here's some more content, more information. And now we're on draw something. This is my favorite element of the application. I made this in Microsoft Word, I believe. It's just a simple matching section where I ask students to draw to the description. Alright, we'll pretend like that's done. And send it off. The teacher is going to get a thumbnail version of this, which is great because if you have 20, 30 students, as many classes are, you can quickly view and get an idea of where students are at. And now let's proceed.
Okay, I'm going to stop him right there for sake of time. Okay, I also did research for this presentation on Nearpod. My scholarly article number 1 was using Nearpod in the elementary guided reading groups. So I will get to more information about that just in a moment. The other article that I researched was Nearpod. It was titled Nearpod. And it was just about how to use Nearpod and some of the features. Okay, for math. You can use this for math in many different ways. I love that they can draw it, that option, so they can actually draw out. You can say, represent 1/3, model that for me, and draw it. And you could see each student's drawn response on the screen. I'm not. Okay. And moving right along. Okay, I'm not sure why that didn't click on over with me. Let's go. Oh me, I love Nearpod, but I don't love what my computer has done the past few days. I'm not sure what's going on with it. See if it'll let me skip right. There it went. Okay, ELA. Guided reading groups are made easy using Nearpod. This was about what my research was about as well. So the teacher that I read about in the scholarly article said that she used Nearpod to differentiate instruction during guided reading groups. So she can include Microsoft Sway for students that needed the support with audiobook, audio version. She also used a lot of differentiated instruction right there embedded into her presentation. Science. I love science, so this was exciting. You could do virtual field trips, 3D models, and simulations are all available features to use for Nearpod. And what you do is you just use a little drop-down menu and you're able to choose from a set of different, there's a lot to choose from. In fact, on each one of these, a lot of 3D models to choose. I saw plant cells, animal cells, virtual field trips. I actually took a few. One was to the pyramids in Egypt. It was really neat. And the simulations, the same. There's a lot to choose from, so you don't have to go searching. For social studies, I love the fact that you can add polls. You can ask students, what they feel, what they think about. Do they think life today is different than it was 10 years ago? And it kind of opens up an open-ended discussion. Or you could pre-assess and post-assess. Be a great idea. And the fact that you can connect to social media would allow you to connect to other classes all over the world, and that would be a great learning experience through social studies. Now, this is about a teacher that uses Nearpod in the kindergarten classroom, and I'm going to fast forward a little bit into it, but she is a kindergarten teacher that was not familiar with using iPads and technology, and she had to learn. And she said that she uses Nearpod and actually loves it, and she tells you how.
But with support, and by taking it home and just playing around with it, I was able to find apps like Nearpod that have been fantastic. And now I absolutely love them because I realize the kids are into this. They get it. They teach me a lot. Once the students get their iPads, I start a lesson by the children sitting down with the iPads face down. Their eyes are up looking at me, looking at the board. I then project a lesson from Nearpod on the board. A code will come up. Then I tell them to pick up their iPads and they need to type in the code. And even though they're in kindergarten, they can do it. I project it on the board. I teach a certain skill. Then I have the students pick up their iPads and they have to answer one of the questions. If it's a math problem, they will solve the math problem. Then they immediately send it to me. I don't even have to get up out of this seat. I can sit right here and look at my iPad.
I love her. She's so cute. So she said that she's able to see the assessment results right there immediately, and that's what I love about Nearpod. We're going to move right along. Let's try this. Let's try it as a class. We have a few minutes left, and this is one of my last slides. The slide following this one is resources, which are great if you're interested in Nearpod. Let's go ahead and try. Now, my screen that you're going to be able to see is the teacher's view, but you'll be able to see how it works. Let me see here. Now, let's move right along. And when that moves, their screen moves. And so circle all the E's below so the student can just circle all the E's. And submit. Confirm submission. And then right here on my teacher screen that you're looking at, the teacher will be able to see immediate results. And you can see that they did E's. Now I did this on my phone and the screen is very small, so. Now write a letter in your name. Students submit, you'll get the thumbnail versions. It's awaiting. And you get to see. And that's how you can participate. Now, let's go back to the presentation. And I want to share with you my resource page because I think it's so important. This is my research scholarly papers that I did. And you can see the YouTube videos. You can click on those for additional support as well. And Nearpod's site is great. It is great for navigating this. So if you're interested, you should really check this out. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch my Nearpod presentation. I hope it's helpful to you in your classroom. Thank you.